Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode of Casual Play, Casual Help, episode 48. Had to wait like 30 minutes for this update to go through. Don't know why it took so long. I mean, the downloading part wasn't the hard part, because I got that done in less than 5 minutes. And more like less than a minute. But the whole copying and installing on it, as console people know, it takes forever. Looks like we got some new skins. Ooh, Haunted King. It's like a Nazgul. Golden Doom for Kuzenbo. Wow. Oh, it's like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Wow, that's something else. But anyway, we aren't here for that. Well, for skins mainly. So I guess this is the new. Yeah, the last part of the event for skins at least. I don't know if I'll be playing a hunter, and she's wearing a loaf of bread that's a cat. Oh, we will be in the next episode, but in today's episode, we're looking at Guan Yu, Saint of War. As skins, as always, we have the standard and the palette swap. We have Master Guan Fu, which is kind of a parody of those old karate movies, having the straw hat, the long beard, and all that. Then here in Convention 2014 is a commemoration of the convention that happened.
I am the Sultan of Sorrows.
Infernal Beast, if you like purple and demon horns.
Stand with the conqueror.
The Shadow, which was a part of the final boss battle pass, which I like to use because he's just so edgy, and it almost looks like something you would see in Final Fantasy.
There shall be no mercy.
And then we have Grim Horseman, which is kind of like the predecessor to the Shadow, but just more tech than.
Stand with the conqueror.
Yeah, more technology than metal.
No mercy.
Unicorn.
Then Guan Unicorn, which is dumb in itself.
To battle.
And the limited skin that I wish that I had, Gladiator. Just look, if not just for the armor, but just look at his spear. The whole tusked end of like I guess like a mammoth or something. Or an elephant, because they're alive. Alright, off to abilities. First ability is Conviction. It is an AoE heal, and for each friendly guy that you heal, you reduce all your cooldowns by 2 seconds. His second ability, Warrior's Will, is a dash, and if he dashes to an enemy, they are slowed. Huh, I didn't know that. Hitting enemy gods lowers all of Guan Yu's cooldowns by 2 seconds, and he is also immune to roots, cripples, and knockups while in his dash. His third ability, I am not going to try to pronounce that first word, Assault. You spin your blade in a controlled but furious display by damaging enemies 0.3 seconds out of for 3 seconds. And each time you hit an enemy, you take away their protections, and you're also immune to knockback for the duration. His ultimate Cavalry Charge, he mounts his warhorse and charges for 4 seconds. And while you're mounted, you're crowd control immune, and you can damage your enemies, and every time that an enemy is damaged, they are slowed. And each hit increases damage and each hit increases damage. Once you dismount, the enemies around you are stunned, and you can dismount at any time just by canceling. And you still get the stun either way. And for his passive, Painless, every time Guan Yu takes or deals damage, you gain a stack. And at max stacks, Painless becomes active, and your abilities gain boosted effects. So for Conviction, if you have Painless active, you get boosted healing by 1.7 times normal healing. If you are boosted, you have an additional slow for Warrior's Will. The Assault, you gain bonus stacks stolen. For Cavalry Charge, you gain an additional slow and an addition to your stun time. Now I forget what episode it was, but it was back in my early days, back when I did two videos per warrior, like with Achilles and Atamarasu, showing both both a defensive build and a bruiser build. And I said that I would stop that except for certain gods because some gods like Cuchulainn and Bellona are just more melee focused than abilities and so on and so forth. So for Guan Yu, I'm going to be doing both a defense and a bruiser for him because both have had success for me. But that's not the only reason why I'm showing you it. It's because it's successful. It's because much like you guys that watch, I usually like to keep the builds that I have and stick with them. Well, I don't know if that's where I wanted to go with it. I guess I'll just stick with it. It works. Don't question it. Thinking of stuff to say off the top of my head is hard. Okay, so it looks like we'll be going Bruiser this time.
Or die before him.
Ooh, it's gonna be something. Ymir and Jormungandr. No, don't do it, Chang'e, don't do it. We need physical. We Alright, this is probably gonna go one of two ways. You can probably already guess them. We're going to win or we're going to lose. And what happens in between, I have no idea. Now, if the enemy team is smart, and I hope that they're not, they're probably going to be building a lot of anti-heal. I'm not going to be looking forward to this, but we shall stand against all odds and hopefully get this bread. But for all you gluten-free people and low-carb diets, let's get this W. Oh boy, don't think someone's... Nope, there we go. Oh, we're gonna have to do that thing where we're just gonna wait. So for my first item, I'm gonna be going Warding Sigil. Gives me good decent power to begin with, good protections. Also gives me more protections when I get hit with abilities. And for my first one, depending on which side has more, in this case it would be physicals. Going first with Void Shield. There we go. So Guan Yu is one of those warriors that is a really good initiator. Like you use the dash to get in, then use your assault to start dealing damage, and your healing isn't something to be taken for granted. Because what was I trying to say? Your healing in the beginning stages won't outpace the damage that is in the early game. You can still die. And also you're kind of mana hungry in the beginning.
Be right back. I go where I please.
And also, if you have your ultimate up, you can also use that to initiate.
Vicious edge.
Because more times than not, once you start ulting in, people wanna disperse and not give you so many targets to hit. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's disappointing. No, oh no! I needed more mana. Alright, next we'll be going for a Runic Shield, which decreases magical power from those people around me. And for Void Shield, enemies that are within my range have their physical protections reduced by 15%.
Come and get some!
Ah, man. Ah, no, I got knocked up.
Like your homies need some help. Never underestimate a dude with nunchucks. Never underestimate a dude with nunchucks. Cowabunga!
Oh, that's sad.
Come and get some!
Another bad guy down.
All
Wicked.
right.
The enemy has been slain.
Yeah, that's what I mean by using your ultimate to initiate. Just get in there, deal a little damage, and stun people.
I go where I please.
No. Yeah, it wasn't close.
Come and get some!
Nothing can hurt.
Come and get some!
Totally radical. Hang 10, bruh.
Let go!
Wicked
Dang,
indeed.
son.
Oh, man.
A vicious edge.
Alright, next we're going to be going for a Gladiator Shield. It allows me to deal bonus damage to enemies that are below 60% health,
Two for one special.
based on the protections that I
Never
currently have.
underestimate
Based
a
on
dude with nunchucks.
percentage of my protections.
Enemy has been slain.
Nice. Oh, dang it.
Brandon Houston is pretty good.
I can chill it with
Let's see. Azos is building really heavy into penetration.
Cowabunga!
Wicked indeed. Wicked indeed. Wicked indeed.
You only have yourself to blame, Chunga. I mean, you basically gave them an advantage right from the get-go. Man.
Ah, that was satisfying.
Well.
Strong steel.
Now, y'all remember when I said that this build gave me a lot of success? Well, I forgot to mention that it's almost kind of also reliant on how competent your team is. Kind of like with anything. And also how competent the enemy team is.
Nothing can hurt me.
Most excellent! Shut down!
All
Never
right.
underestimate a dude with nunchucks!
Oh, and also a good piece of advice. Even though if someone's at like full health or something, but you're like near the base, you're not relatively close to a fight, go ahead and heal them. It'll shut off seconds from your cooldowns. I mean, even just 2 seconds can really be the difference between life and death.
The enemy's been slain!
No. What do you mean?
Sounds like your homies could use some help. Dude, come on!
Strong steel.
No. Forgot to mention the next item that's coming up. Anytime that I take magical damage, it releases a silencing wave around me. Okay, we're hitting some lag spikes.
Come and get some.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
Friends need to watch it.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, chill out, kid.
So next, we're going sovereignty for the defense and health, and also the area effect damage is also pretty nice.
Come and get some.
Whoa, surf's up! Another bad guy down. Wicked. Never underestimate a dude with nunchucks.
I wanna go
Never
back.
blame an enemy. Totally radical.
Wicked indeed.
Dang, son, 3 of them?
My sight hungers.
Hey, yeah, bruh. 2 for 1 special.
Don't worry.
You just got shell shot, son.
It doesn't matter.
And they want to surrender at
Wicked indeed. Wicked
usual.
Wicked indeed. You are exceptional.
even though she's the one that made this more difficult for our team. Ah, classic. Just all this CC is not helping at all. And surprisingly, I've dealt with worse CC chains before. It's just non-stop
Nothing can hurt me.
crowd control. Why is Shiva building more physical? I mean, I'm the only one. And I don't even build that much power compared to, like, assassins or hunters.
Faster and
Come and get some! I will end this hunter!
Well, that's triple ultimate, I guess. I mean, technically, Older doesn't have an ultimate. His ultimate's stance switch. So I guess quadruple. If you're getting technical. Here, boy.
time.
Dang, son, 3 of them? Never
Okay. What is he building? He doesn't even have hastened? That did not look like he didn't have hastened. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, hastened katana is an item that once you deal basic attacks, you don't get any slowdown. And he looked like he had hastened. That was ridiculous. Just all that penetration.
enemy has been slain.
Oh my goodness.
Come and get some!
That is ridiculous. Run away. Oh.
They thought they were
Yay! That breaking job.
another bad guy down. Wicked. Enemy has been slain.
Nice job, Chunga.
Never underestimate a dude with nunchucks. Never underestimate a dude with nunchucks.
Oh man. Something's up. Nope. Okay.
Retreat! This fight is clearly
Speed.
Oh my goodness. What is this lag spike?
Ultimate is down! Ultimate is ready! Retreat!
the the crowd control. Oh, that's too bad.
Now puts our supremacy at risk.
But, as always, hope you've enjoyed, hope you've learned something, and I'll see you on the next one.